Hello everyone, this is Anuj Tripathi and you are watching the Review Universe aka TRU Podcast. So where we have a session with authors regarding their book, their journey and the idea behind their books. So today we are joined by Chintan Chaturvedi, an author, independent researcher working at the crossroads of Indian mythology, philosophy, science and conscious studies. Chintan's work doesn't aim to impress, it aims to investigate. Through books like Myths of Evolution and the dialogue between the mirror and the flames, he explores how ancient Indian texts may anticipate or reframe modern ideas about evolution, cosmology, and human consciousness. This conversation is an invitation to look beyond rigid boundaries between myths and science, institution and reason, and to ask deeper questions about how knowledge itself evolves. So, Chintan, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, so Chintan, the first question will be: how do you usually introduce yourself beyond labels like author and researcher?
Because to simplify something that is actually very complex.
Okay,
If I have to describe myself, I would say I'm a student of ideas and patterns. I'm deeply interested in how human thinks, how narrative are forms, and how certain ideas become unquestionable over time. Writing and research are simply tools for me to explore these questions. At the core, I am driven by the curiosity rather than ideology.
okay. So, what first attracted you towards evolution as a subject, not just biologically but philosophically?
Um, Evolution fascinated me not only because of biology, but because of its philosophical impact. The theory of evolution questions quietly shapes how humans sees themselves, whether as conscious beings, accident of nature, or something in between. I was intrigued by how a scientific idea could influence identity, morality, and the worldviews. The broader influence made evolution much more than a textbook topic for me. It became a question about me.
Okay, so when did you actually realize that something was missing in how evolution is taught today?
Well, I realized this when I noticed that evolution was being taught as a finished story rather than ongoing inquiry. Students are given conclusions, diagrams, and timelines, but rarely exposed to the debates and the uncertainties behind them. This creates an acceptance without understanding. Science ideally should train the mind to question, not just to memorize. That gap stayed with me.
Got it. Got it. Okay, so your recent published book, like Myths of Evolution. So, what finally pushed you to write that book?
Um, at some point, I realized that silence also take a position. If balanced and thoughtful voice avoid difficult conversations, then extreme narratives dominate the space. I did not want this topic to be owned by blind rejection or on one side or blind acceptance on the other. Myths of evolution was my attempt to bring nuances, calmness, and intellectual honesty into the discussions.
Okay, so you can also choose some other different names, but why did you choose a provocative title like Myths of Evolution?
The word myth has been misunderstood in modern terms.
Yeah.
A myth is not necessarily false, it is a narrative that carries meaning and is often accepted without questioning. Modern societies also have myths, including scientific ones. The title invites readers to reflect on which part of your understandings are examined and which are simply repeated. It is meant to provoke thoughts, not denial.
Okay, so many people also think like uh, you are you are denying evolution. How would you respond to that?
Um, well, that assumption itself proves why this book was necessary. Questioning interpretation is often confused with denying facts. I fully accept biological evolution as a scientific framework. What I question is the rigid, sometimes ideological interpretation built around it. The book separates science from unquestionable beliefs.
So, like another question regarding the book only. So, does your book challenge any theories of Charles Darwin or modern evolutionary
No,
science?
no, 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 no. It does not challenge Darwin at all. In fact, I respect Sir Darwin deeply as a courageous thinker. Sir Darwin questioned prevailing beliefs of his time and accepted uncertainty in his own work. My book aligns more with Sir Darwin's spirit of inquiry rather than the rigid Darwinism. Challenging dogma is very different from challenging a scientist.
Okay. So do you think evolution have has become a belief system for some people today?
In certain contexts, yes. When disagreement is discouraged and questioned or treated as ignorance, even science begins to behave like a belief. True science welcomes doubt and discussion. My concern is not with evolution itself, but how it is sometimes protected by inquiry. That protection weakens science instead of strengthening it.
So why did you feel the need to bring Indian text into discussion on evolution?
According to me, if I say, I felt it was very necessary because intellectual honesty demands inclusivity. Like human curiosity did not begin in modern libraries, right? It existed in ancient civilization as well. Indian Indian texts represent the centuries of observation, reflection, and philosophical inquiry. Ignoring them completely creates an incomplete picture of human thoughts. I'm not elevating them above science, but I'm refusing to erase them from the conversation.
So why are Indian ideas often labeled myths, while Greek ideas are called philosophy? Most of the times we have listened this.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, this difference has more to do with historical power structures than to intellectual quality, right?
Okay.
Colonial framework decided which knowledge systems were rational and which were symbolic. Greek symbolism is interpreted generously, while Indian symbolism is dismissed quickly. My book questions that double standards. Academic respect should be based on the depth, not by its origin.
Okay. Okay. Do you claim that ancient Indians knew modern biology or genetics?
No, and making that claim would be irresponsible. What I suggest is that ancient thinkers observe patterns of transformation and continuity. I think you will also agree with this. They describe this observation through metaphor and symbolism. Observation does not require microscopes, it requires attention. Their insights were philosophical, not technical.
Okay. Okay. So can ancient ideas inspire modern scientific questions without replacing science?
Yes, yes, very much. Inspiration does not mean substitution. Many scientific questions originate from philosophical curiosity. Like many scientists read Gita and Upanishads.
Okay.
They got ideas, groundbreaking ideas. Ancient ideas can provoke new ways of thinking without claiming scientific authority. They act as catalyst, not conclusion. That distinction is very important.
How does myths of evolution connect with your other books like the dialogue between the mirror and the flames and who owns the past?
Well, all my books are connected by one underlying theme: evolution and understanding. Myths of evolution focus on how we understand human origins. The dialogue between Mirror and the Flames explore inner and psychological evolution. Who Owns the Past examines how historical narratives evolved and are controlled. On the surface, they look different, but at the core, they ask how truth is formed and shaped.
Got it. Okay, so what emotional response do you want readers to have after finishing Myths of Evolution?
Um, well, I want them to feel intellectually unsettled in a positive way and not confused, but curious. If the book makes them pause, rethink, and maybe even reread certain ideas, it has succeeded. Comfort was never the goal, clarity was. I want readers to walk away with better questions than they started with.
Got it. Okay, finally, if someone reads only one page of Myths of Evolution, what should they understand about you as an author?
They should understand that I'm not trying to rewrite science or glorifying the past.
Okay.
I'm trying to expand the conversation with honesty and balance. My work is about dialogue, not dominance. I don't offer easy question and answers. I offer thoughtful questions and insights. If that comes through, I think the book has done its job.
Got it. Okay. So another question, if you may allow, like,
Yeah, yeah.
what is the one idea from your writing that you hope that stays with reader after long they finish your book?
Um, I think
Okay.
introspection about ourselves, and even the way modern societies are being changed. So look into ourselves and uh, do the things they want to do
Got
by
it.
themselves. Yeah, that is the idea. Introspection is very much important, according to me.
Okay. So are you currently writing or researching any another book of yours?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I'm writing. I'm not writing right now. I'm researching. My uh, recent theme is about karma and moksha, like the way you live your life and how you want to carry it till you die. Like how the balance of your karmas are decided, right? On that topic, it is very intriguing for me also. So
Okay.
I'm trying to write something. It is difficult for me right now, but I think I will make it.
Okay. So like how did you find like difficult while writing this book as you have to
Yes,
research
yes.
multiple things and
Uh, Actually, I started writing in 2019, and for that I studied quite of books like Bhagavad Gita, Vedas, Upanishad. It is a very famous book, Sapiens. Uh, uh, then many much books other I read and go through to encompass in my research well. Then my journey started from 2019 and till 2023, everything was done. Then I decided to take a next step for publishing the books.
got it. Okay, so which one of like your previously published books is your favorite?
Um, I think the book currently I'm working on.
Okay,
Yeah, because I think it will take the next level of my books. Uh, I think it is the the threshold point of my writing. Yeah, I'm experiencing right now. So I think this book will come up with better ideas.
okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chintan, for this
Yeah,
conversation.
I will.
Whoever watches this podcast and listens on Spotify, you can just go to the description and just click below the link and discover the book by yourself. And leave a message to Chintan. I will also attach his social media. You can just go and give your feedback. Also, you can write a review on Amazon or Goodreads itself. So, thank you so much, Chintan. One message from your side to the listeners or whoever watching this podcast.
One message would be that yeah, work on yourself and try to be better every day.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chintan.